It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Seattle. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First down at their own 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Go, Reed! Go! Reed!
Play straight ahead. And they're only sliding 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Shotgun now for Milrow. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36.
That's good.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Get some space around midfield. 30 at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. One play action with Dart. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
A gain of 14. First down, New York.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. On the move, past the 40. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 48-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Here's Milrow to throw. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Let's go now.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Buffalo AC. 79 Broncos.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks pull that in front further. 13-zip. The extra point. Here's Smith. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. His progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he started cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. On the gun, here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. And I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Has him on the quick hitter. Short pickup to their own 31. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Going on first down, it's Dart. Escapes his grasp. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break. And they finally get him to the ground.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Hawk 70, Hawk
70. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So we're through one. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He has it at the 5. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
21 more yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and goal, New York.
Motion the slot man right. We give here to the motion man. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 1-score game in the first half. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Deputy! Cowboy! Deputy, let go!
Hand off to the back. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Milroe from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
From the gun, Milroe. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's going to be sound, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. And he's got it, in close. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. Smith tacks on the point after. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At the run, 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Back to throw, here Starks. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Has it downfield working the left. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st down, New York.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. Stuffed at the line a 2nd time, and now it'll be 3rd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. So Brock, we're down to 1 minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. Seahawks with the lead here at Lumen. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Milrow now to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Dumped off to his running back. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. The extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Giants 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But in that's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd down, looking for options. Throw came out wide as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
3rd down, Nixon gets it. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Dart now against the blitz. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That's Bobby Okereke. He's off to the races. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and he had somebody there waiting for it that time.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returnable from the 2. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Dart resetting here after the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up second down. Darks looking to throw. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. Running down the left side. He could do it. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Giants cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Sanders all set to send it away.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
31-yard line.
19 tight, 76.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Horton down the field, and he's got it. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Check contact.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the Giants' 18-yard line.
Another carry for him. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Steady.
First down throw here from Milrow. Dump off caught by his back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Out
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Chased out to his right. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. A very short kick here from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Calvin Austin on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Giants lining things up. First and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. Room to work at the 35. Inside the 45. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and the Giants are going to have the first down. From the red zone now. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Going play action with Darts. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Whether they meant to go to him or there's an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for it and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer.
Dart going to throw again. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Breaking through the 15 into the 2nd level. And they finally managed to get him down at the 23. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Let's go now. Ready?
We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. Vacates quickly left side. He's keeping it. A nice run here past the 35. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
60
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
60 Bison.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Street. Let's go.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Ready? Ready.
Back to the well again. Past midfield at the 45. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Quickly out to the right, complete. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Come on. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
At the 14.
Milroe looking to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks keep running away with this. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Point after good from Smith. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead.
Giants 14. Michael Dixon to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
60 by 6. Here we go. Set.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Now, that's a situation may have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
Let's go now.
Throwing on 3rd, here's Dart. On the move, headed right. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 33 yards on the play.
And the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. Gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Well, there was no hesitation there. I mean, none whatsoever. Putting the offense out to go for 2 there, Brock. And really, at this point, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, you got nothing to lose. And really, this decision made before you ever hit the field offensively. From this point forward, you're trying to get as much as you can, as quickly as you can. And that means these 2-point conversions.
Hey! 79. Ready?
The give now out of the shotgun. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he's going to take this one forward for a gain of about 9. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks on their way to their 3rd win of the year. 3rd and just 2 to go. They give it to him again. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
And 1.
And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week specifically because of that miss.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
There he is again. It's Neighbors. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 6.
Seahawks sending out the dime look here ahead of this third down. Darts out of the shotgun. And a defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's fourth down.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Ready.
It's a design run for Milrow.
Ready.
Lining up to take a knee on second down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
Long design run. Here's Milrow. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.